like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels.
She wearing heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
It's like, what's your name? Better than ass like that to blow the picture out the frame. Mommy stay reppin' whenever she step in. Shorty stay fly even during the recession. Long as the hilltop match the dress. I don't care if it's top shelf or for good to pay less. Shape of a bottle with the walk of a model. Damn, she so mean when she puffin' on that green. Maybe it's the jeans or maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's me or maybe it's you or maybe it's the Jimmy Choo. Lil' mama stay bossin' whatever it take. From New York to Texas on up to Salt Lake. Even at the market, it's like the red carpet. Everywhere she goes, like a fashion show. See, I'm a go-getter, and she a go-getter. Got ice as cold as winter day, you leave your chick with us. Come on.
Heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
I like your confidence, sexiness, all of that is evident. Stepping real smooth like you stepping for the president. Heel hit the ground, body started settling. Ass started shaking, I almost gave you some medicine. Body looking delicate, smooth, elegant. Perched in them heels, relaxing like a pelican, yeah. Girl, you know I like to win. Body looking like a S, watch it as it bends. Go ahead and snake, move like a python. Body too sexy, girl, leave them lights on. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. You know I got the right one, baby. Ray Charles. She rockin' Christian Louboutins, all those pouting. Hard as a mountain, body arched, squirting like a fountain. Once, even twice, but tell me who's counting heels.
It's on me still. See, I be climbing up them hills like Jack and Jill, but I ain't shooting for no water. Nah, it's more like a son or a daughter. I ain't got a spoiler. Lil' mama pay her own bills, homie, you bet that. I just get behind her and tell her to back. Bend over slightly and give it a tap. He'll sending me Morse codes, tell me to tap that. Twisted in the head, got me twisted like a dread. Take them heads over heels and put them heels over head. Yeah, you heard what I said. Shorty bout bread, and if you think the cat's bad, just look at that ass. In the East Coast, they be like on the real son. In the South, they be like, shorty got a fat one. In the Midwest, lil' mama go fed. In the West, she be jerking all over the bed. Come on.
She wearing heels, girl, you know I like them heels. When she's walking in them heels, sex appeal, so revealing, so hypnotic, so exotic. She's as sexy as she feels when she's walking in them heels. She's walking in them heels.
I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels. I like it when she walk, but I love it when she stepping in them heels.
How's everybody doing today? For those that may not know, this is a new setup here. Thank you. Calm down. Oh goodness. So this is a new setup. Apparently, I have to take down the comments when I print them up as well. Did not know that. All right. So yes, we are here back again with another episode of Ace of Spades Podcast. I'm your host, Marcus, aka E. I don't care what you call me, as long as you call me baby. You feel me? So we are here just cooling out. I know that it is Mother's Day. I know probably a lot of people are out doing their thing. Shout out to all the mothers out there. I know everybody's probably out and about doing their thing, so we're not going to hold everybody too long. We're going to hit some of these questions up and see what's going on out in the world. As you can see, I think I put a couple of them out there in the comment or in the title section already, so you should know a little bit about what's going on here. So it is a new setup. So I am adjusting to this right now. Um, so please bear with me as I bring in yes we can yes yeah, so we in the building. So, but yeah, we are going to experience this together. All right. I haven't been so used to I got a big screen right now, and I see me in this picture. There's a lot of me right now in this picture. I don't know what's going on. Woo. Wait. Are you sharing this? Hold on. We're gonna get to this in a second. Because I think I see something going on here. But without any further ado, let me go ahead and get to the panel. Again, I am new at this, so this may not fare well, but I'm gonna try to make it do what it do. First guy that I'm gonna introduce up on the screen is if you're familiar with what goes on around here, you're gonna know this guy automatically. There's a couple of heavy hitters that I have here that you're gonna know off top, but this guy right here is named Steve G, also going by Diz Riz Entertainment. So let me go ahead and add him in, man. For those who may not know, you can find him on Instagram, Facebook. What it do, my guy? Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, DizRiz at DizRiz TV. You can also find him at Twitch at twitch.tv /DizRiz. You can also find him on DizRiz ENT, DizRiz Boondocks Reviews, and DizRiz TV, all here on YouTube. And if you don't know, he has a Bachelor of Science in Full Cell digital cinematography. So if you need any work done, man, that's the guy to go to. As well as he's got that merch, you know what I'm saying? So you can find the merch over there at www.dizrizent.merch.com, man. Go out there and support our black content creators, man. Please do. How are you doing today, gentleman Steve?
Man, I'm groovy. I'm groovy. I'm on Austin Powers shit today. I'm groovy. How about yourself?
Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. You're not up on the screen in YouTube. Am I not up? Yeah, I'm up there. Don't be lying to me, Kay. For those that may not know, the next person up will be none. Oh, wait, no. Who is this in order? I'm just gonna go in order here. Kay is in the building. What up, Kay? How you doing today? All right, I think you might be muted. Oh, okay, she dropped out.
Hey.
Okay, there she goes. How you doing? How you doing today?
I'm good. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day to you. You are the only lady on the
Why,
panel.
thank you.
Yes. So happy Mother's Day to you out there, man. What did you do anything for Mother's Day today?
No, I took me a good nap. That's about it.
Sometimes that's all you need. You know what I mean? That's all you gotta
Hmm.
do to take a good nap. It solves all ailments. I tell you what. And then so next up on the board that I want to get to, the next person I want to get to is none other than Trap himself, man. This guy is a busy guy all around the world, man. He does do Twitch. If you don't know, you can find him on Twitch. His handle is Trap LLC. Here you can catch him doing anything from GTA. We just had a talk about Call of Duty, so he might be jumping into Call of Duty. But you can definitely catch him there. And he also has a podcast called When Bosses Speak Podcast. Check that out, man. He got some heavy hitters on there as well, doing this thing nonstop. You know what I'm saying? You can also find him on Instagram and Facebook. All you gotta do is type in at to Rise Above Poverty LLC. Over there, you can find his events, clothing, all the things that he got going on over there. How is it going today for you, Mr. Trappy Trap himself?
Oh man, it's going good, you know what I'm saying? Enjoying the Mother's Day, making sure my mama feel loved as always, We do that every day. But I really can't complain, you know what I'm saying? Supporting black business. My dog got his new line, Muddy Culture, coming out, so y'all keep a lookout for that. And yeah, we're gonna keep this thing rolling, ready to get back to Houston, get all settled in and start this summer school.
All right, man. Touching down in the H town, I see. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that, my guy. And last but definitely not least, man, this guy's name Dizzle. He's got a lot of names. We ain't gonna go into all of them, but definitely Dizzle is one that most people know. Man, how are you doing today, good sir?
What's going on, everybody?
Oh man, I am blessed to have everybody on the panel, man. That is the panel right now. Give it up for him. Give it up for him. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, we are going to get right into this. This is a new setup. This is new for all of us. A couple of us, some old geezers, and we hate change. I know I do. For myself, I hate change. So it's taking a little bit for me to learn how to operate this. But it does provide a lot of me to get a lot more people up in here. And to make some of these things happen. Yes, yes, yeah. What's that over there? You got this Riz? What's that?
Hey, that's goddamn RIP Nipsey Hustle. I didn't have the Nipsey Hustle blue, so I went on and got the purple for royalty today. So
All right, there it is. There it is. All right, I hear what you're talking about. I hear what you're talking about. So yeah, man. We here. We're gonna make it do what it do. Thank you for everybody that came into here. I can't tell now on this setup if anybody's hit the like button, but if you haven't, please do so. I would definitely appreciate that. I think I can see it over here, but it doesn't show me over here on my setup, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, Steve. I don't know if I'm liking this. I don't know. I'm liking this too much.
hey, you already know what I said.
Yeah,
You already
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
said.
I don't know, man. How you feel about the new setup so far, Dizzle?
It's looking clean.
It's looking clean.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna argue with you.
Yeah, I like it too.
You like it? Okay. Kay says she on board with it. You know what I'm saying? She using the avatar now, which is now the ability to do that. We didn't have that ability beforehand. So anybody could come up and make it happen. K Emil, I heard that's how we doing the K. Wait a minute. Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it like we usually do about this time. And we hit them with a little bit of the I guess I gotta make sure I'm clicked on there. Okay. With the icebreaker questions. All right. So I guess I was supposed to have put that out there beforehand. But yeah, so welcome to the Ace of Spades podcast. If you can hit the like button, if you're not sub, please sub and hit the notification so you'll know every time we go live. And do not don't be afraid to share this out with your people. This is a homegrown event, so we are trying to a grassroots event, trying to grow it up from the ground up, and your participation will be greatly appreciated. You feel me? So without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the first icebreaker question. I'm gonna start off with you, Steve, and that's gonna be what's your favorite way to waste time online?
Africa.
There it is. Break it in on the first on the on the first one on this setup, man. Break it in.
I knew it was coming.
Now, on some real shit, I watch a lot of influencers that's on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Not the thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of influencers. When it comes to like, weight training. You know what I'm saying? Getting in shape, stuff like that, and actually, videographers, cinematographers, and directors, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to give me more motivation and to influence, what I'm saying, my work ethic when it comes to editing videos and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Just to give me a different outlook, you know what I'm saying? Because it's always good to step out of that box. You know what I'm saying? When you constantly doing some shit and you thinking it's right, but when you step out and actually look at what everybody else doing, it give you, or it gives me a more inspiration to change it up a little bit, add a little sauce to it. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man. I hear you. Samantha, hello to you as well. Hope all is well on this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you. And KML, same question to you. What's your favorite way to waste time online?
I watch a lot of YouTube videos, mostly current event videos, to see what's going on in the world so I can know how to maneuver myself, in this current situation that's going on.
Yes,
But I
yes.
mean, relax a little bit and tend to watch, little, funny stuff here and there. But yeah, that's mostly what I watch.
Okay, okay, I hear that. Um, uh, Dizzle, man, what is your favorite way to waste time online?
Shit, just going down my list of YouTube subscriptions. Got a got a vast, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything from sneakers to cooking to battle rap to IT, whatever, man. So video games.
You subscribe to Disriz TV?
Hey,
He's on there.
hey,
He's definitely on there.
You
yeah.
can't help but to be because you get notifications every 5 seconds. Just saying.
Hey, my
Just
guy
saying.
busy. He putting in that work, man. He putting in that work. You feel me? Thank you again for everybody that hit the like button. I really do appreciate it. They say it helps the algorithm. I don't know. It just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Trap, man. What's your favorite way to waste time online?
Waste time online?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, virtual reality, GTA.
Come on now. Come on now. That's what
That shit.
GTA.
That shit.
Where do you play at, sir?
Shit, I play. It's called 5M. I download the software, and yeah, it's the best way to waste time, monetize your time. It's a good way to monetize your time too on the computer. You can make some money off that thing. So yeah, I find then you can network with a lot of people. Like I met this dude, this black dude, and he in the UK, and he sell a dog $100K a pop. These little furry Frenchies, like that shit crazy. If I get my hand on one of them dogs, it's up.
Hey, I hear that, man. You supposed to be wasting time. You don't waste no time. You over there making money. I see
Hey,
what you're doing.
networking.
Hey, I hear that. And also, what the answer I was looking for was Twitch. That was the answer. Twitch. You can find me at Twitch. With Trap LLC. That was the answer.
Hey, more so that Discord.
Huh?
I said more so that Discord. Y'all, if y'all really want to get into contact, fuck with me. It's that Discord. Y'all gonna catch me on Discord way more than you catch me on Twitch.
Yeah. Most definitely, most definitely. This Red says, "Hey, Mama Edmund, how are you?" I hear that. All right. So, the next one will be. I'll start with you, Trap Man. Would you prefer talking pets or talking babies?
Talking pets.
Okay.
You said talking pets or talking babies, right?
Yes, sir.
Talking pets, because once babies start talking, ain't no going back. So, talking pets.
All right, man. Bet that. Same thing to you, Dizzle, man. Talking pets or talking babies?
I'm going with the babies because when they get to that, when they get to crying, you don't know what the hell is going on. They
You
can just be
skip
like,
that whole
"Look,
stage.
yeah." They can be like, "Look, man, I got a little headache," or what I'm saying, change my diaper or something like that. So I'm going with the babies.
Okay, I hear that. Same thing the UK. Are you talking babies or talking talking pets?
Talking pet.
Talking pets?
Yeah.
What your pets
I'd
gonna be
rather have a
saying?
pet than talk. Huh?
What your pets gonna be
Well,
saying?
she don't say. That's the problem.
Okay. Diz Riz, man, same question to you. Would you rather have talking pets or talking babies?
Hey, from the last 4 kids that I done had, hey, I'd rather have a goddamn talking pet, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know how much money you can make off a talking pet?
Yeah.
Man,
All
I'd be rich
right.
as fuck right now.
All right, then say less. All right, well, shoot. I'm gonna go ahead and start with you again, Dizriz. Steve, what's your favorite dessert?
Africa.
There it
Strawberry
is.
shortcake. Strawberry shortcake, man.
Strawberry shortcake. Okay, all right. I'm feeling that. K, man, what's your favorite dessert?
Good banana pudding.
Oh, okay. You got my heart with that one. Y'all can feel free to chime in the comment section if you like, man. This is just a fun
Mm-hmm.
portion right now, just asking some random questions. You can feel free to answer some. We do not bite around here at Ace of Spades Podcast, not at least all of us. Dizzle, what is your favorite dessert, good sir?
Strawberry cheesecake
Oh, okay.
or a
Another
peach
one.
cobbler, or one of the two. It don't matter.
One of the two. You down for either one of them, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I hear that. I hear that. Trap, man, what is your favorite dessert, good sir?
If it's cold, definitely banana pudding. But if it's warm, definitely peach cobbler.
All right, man. Got a lot of sweet tooths up in here. I see. And they all some good answers. All right, so speaking of old folks, let's get this started. Trap, what being a young man, the young man that you are, what old person thing do you do?
Mm, mm, shit. I fucking shit. Sometimes when I get up, I like rock a little bit. I find myself rocking or a little grown. I'm like, damn, I can't. When I'm young, I just pop up, go, yeah. But now I'm like, damn, I got a little rock a little bit. I got, I got to. All right, shit. I mean, I still sometimes. So I would say that, you know what I mean? Other than that, nigga, shit, I'm pretty young at heart.
All right, sounds good. It seemed like you connected well with that one, Dizzle. What as the
Yeah.
young spring chicken that you are, what old person thing do you do?
Man, when I'm on the floor playing with my kids, man, I gotta roll over to something sturdy and grab a good hold of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then pull myself up real slow. You know what I'm saying? But no,
Yeah.
Trap did take mine though. You know, you sit down, you make that little. You know what I'm saying? He took my answer.
I bet
Yeah,
that.
you make more noise. You make more noises as you get older.
Hell
Man,
yeah.
God damn, shit. Getting up, yeah. I definitely agree with that one. Niggas hit with that. Okay. What old person thing? As young as you are as well. What old person thing do you do?
Um, shoot, take naps.
Take naps.
Yes, take naps. They a must.
They are.
After you turn 40, after the age of 40, naps are significant.
Yes. Oh yeah. You got to get them naps in, man. It helps get your equilibrium, your balance back. So you got to get them naps in. Steve G, man. Last one to you, good sir. What old person thing do you do?
Shit, I popped 2 Tylenol first thing in the morning, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the army,
Yeah,
everything goddamn hurt. So yeah, I'll pop 2 Tylenol and I'm good for the day.
man. I hear that. All right. Just a friendly reminder. This is a new setup. Just because you go off of the screen doesn't mean that your mic is muted. So if you need to mute your mic, you know what I'm saying. Please feel free to do so. I was on standby just in case anything was to be heard
We
to
drop
push
it
it
out
for
of your
you.
drawers.
So that's just a friendly reminder there. Yeah. So all right. Let's see here. All right, so we're gonna go get right into this thing. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation in that icebreaker as well, man. Hold on, where my claps at? There it is. Thank you for your participation. Thank you all for being here on this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I don't know if I said it already, but happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there across the land that are doing their thing and helping out, raising their kids and doing all the great things, man. Good mothers are appreciated over here at Ace of Spades Podcast. I'm digging that background, Diz Riz, by the way, as well. I'm digging that. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into this thing. Let's see what's first on the list here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my setup right and real quick, because I need to make sure that we are good to go. Now, I don't know if a lot of people know, but there is a individual who I think may be running for president. And they think that we should raise the age limit of voting from 18 to 25. We're going to take a quick look. He's going to give some reasons and some examples on some exemptions and things like that. But we'll get into it, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Want to restore civic duty to in the mindset of the next generation of Americans. And how we want to do it is to say that if you want to vote as an 18-year-old between the ages of 18 and 25, you need to either do your civic duty through service to the country. That's 6 months of service in either military service or in a first responder, including police, fire, or otherwise. Or else you have to pass the same civics test that an immigrant has to pass in order to become a naturalized citizen who can vote in this country. At age 25, that falls away. So in a nutshell, what we're proposing is a constitutional amendment to raise the voting age to 25.
All right, they're trying to raise he's proposing to raise the voting age to 25 there. Woo. All right. So let's get into this. Steve, man. The number one, let's just ask a simple question to everybody. What do you think about the age? Do you think the age limit should be raised to 25 from 18?
No, it sounds like it's a ploy, to be honest. It sounds like it's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I wouldn't say all like underage, like children that's under 21, under 18 are in jail. But it seems like it's a ploy where they're trying to get motherfuckers locked up. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of race, color, creed, ethnicity or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You see, I had to like coach myself as I go. You know, my counselor taught me that shit. But you know what I'm saying? It seemed like it's a ploy in regards to it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to infiltrate like other countries' laws, or he's trying to like bring that, you know, in the forefront of our laws. Like it's never been that. But you go to Germany, you go to Europe, they gotta at least do I think 2 years or 4 years of military service before, you know what I'm saying, before they can actually, you know what I'm saying, get a job and be a regular citizen, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? That's not the culture here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to throw that on people. You know what I'm saying? And I think what it is just fear in regards to like the people that's older, you know, of my age, like 40, 45 or whatever, they're not really voting, or they're voting the opposite of what, you know what I'm saying, whatever sounds good, they taking it the opposite way, trying to make a change, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So it's throwing them off. So, you know, the vote is in the younger people's hands, so to speak. And I think it's just a fear tactic or a fear scare for, you know, for the politicians, for them to try to enforce this.
Man, that was a excellent take. I don't think I've seen it that way. If I'm not mistaken, you're saying that are you saying that they're giving people enough time to possibly commit a crime to take them off make them ineligible to vote?
Exactly.
Wow. Damn, that's my man. All right. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I didn't see that. Kay, what do you think about this? Do you think that they should raise the limit or to 25 from 18?
I'm sorry if y'all hear my daughter in the background, but I think they should raise the limit to 25,
Mm.
because the way these 18-year-olds are going nowadays, they are not mature enough to even come to a consensus on who should run the country, who should run their neighborhoods, or anything like that.
Okay.
Um, because the way the schools are teaching them now, it's like everybody is in high school all over again. They caught up in their feelings about every little thing. They're not thinking logically about anything. It's all in how I feel. This is what I feel. This is what I feel that we should have. I'm lacking this because hold on.
What did you tell me to hold on?
What happened?
Yeah, I was supposed
Hold
to tell
on, yeah.
Holmes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
Wait a
sorry.
minute.
I
Go
had to go
ahead.
chase after my daughter. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Uh,
You know we live. You can't be abusing it. You know what I'm saying? Online.
oh, never that, never that. We gonna come find you. Okay. Why is my screen? My screen is over here flipping around here. I don't know why it's changing. Did somebody hack into my thing?
No, I'm sorry. No, I just had to go chase her because she was trying. Y'all understand? My child was trying to run out the door, but but it's all in. They're not being productive enough for to me to even try to come to a consensus on voting right now. They need a lot of growing up to do.
Okay,
Then,
so it almost sounds as if you agree with what he's saying. So do you think that
yeah, I am.
what do you think that I think one of the exemptions was passing a civics test and or joining the Peace Corps, I think is what they called the military. Um
You know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea because it seems like nowadays these kids got too much things on their hands. And did we take a civics test in high school?
think so.
I could have, yeah, I think. Well, that was back in the '90s, but still, they need to go back to it. Don't be
Okay.
laughing, Diz.
I ain't too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I
I
am that old. But I'm just saying, it's not just about the civics test, because nowadays with technology, they can just cheat on it.
Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, I feel like they do in Africa. As soon as they finish university or whatever, they have to go serve their country, before they,
Yeah.
get released out into the world so they can learn how to be productive citizens. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think a lot of places require them to participate in their militaries. Okay, all right. So we got an agreeer of I cannot remember his name or how to pronounce it of the candidate who's looking to run. Dizzle, what says you? Do you think that the age limit should be raised to 25? In your opinion?
I don't think it should be raised to 25, but I do think it should be higher than 18. I mean, shit, if you just appealing to 18-year-olds, all you gotta do is make a 30-second TikTok and then shit, look how many posts you can get. You know what I'm saying? And shit, maybe they might have to do like a year. I don't know how I feel about that Peace Corps or whatever, but maybe they might have to do like a year. I don't know if it's 6 months, what that's gonna teach you, you know what I'm saying? Like you barely had a boot camp, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it should probably be raised to about 22, probably.
22 probably.
Yeah, about
Okay.
22.
Wow. I did not you two definitely surprised me here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not expecting that. Give me a second. Let me see what Ms. Zaya has to say. I don't agree, but if we raise the limit on voting, we need to on other things, guns, driving, alcohol. Um says Ms. Zaya. All right. So yeah, Trap man,
I
what do you
agree with Ms. Zaya on that too.
Okay. Wow. Messiah, Messiah. Trap, what do you think about what do you think the age limit should be raised to 25?
No, and not at all. I definitely agree with Ms. Zaya. I also feel like for instance, like let's say they did raise 25. Like me just turned 25 a couple months ago. Now this year coming, whatever next election coming up, I think 2024. That'd be my first time voting, which means I wouldn't be able to vote the past couple elections that I voted for. Um, so yeah, I don't. even though I feel like I got more knowledge and understanding, I feel like that could come at any age with the proper education. I do feel like it's a ploy only to like. It feels like like. All right, let's if we do have to consider a draft, let's look at these young niggas. They more fit. They're gonna be straight out of high school. Let them get drafted or go to if he's a draft to jail, military or jail. If I'm 18, I'm fresh out of high school, young black man, all odds stacked against me. I can't even vote, but I can go buy this AR. Um, shit. It's really gonna be go to the military or go to work with this AR, you know what I'm saying, or try to, you know what I'm saying, figure some shit out, or like real shit, like bro, like man. So it's like damn, like it definitely you're going to see an increase. You're going to see an increase in young people going to fight for their country. 100%. It's going to be less flack on talk of a draft with a flood of young people that's probably going to be going to the military so they can fucking vote. Then you're going to have fucking bro. It's a lot of angles, and then you got to see like, all right, well, who are they trying to eliminate? There's somebody they're trying to eliminate. It's somebody within that fact that they're trying to eliminate. And me personally, it's the black vote because from 18 to 25, bro, that's 7 years of like. I want to say a lot of people get a lot of their first felonies in a lot of 18 to 25. For the people that are within with people that are within the recidivism rate, I'm sure they, you know what I'm saying. A lot of these people getting there young, so that already exits them down before they can even exercise their right. I don't know. I don't agree with it.
Hey man, I hear that. Yo, there's no in between.
But you got to look at it too, like this. Trap. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But
No, go
Trap,
ahead.
you got to look at it like this. You got to look at it like this too. A lot of them don't only vote because their parents told them who to vote for. They don't even know anything about the issue or what the candidates stand for or anything like that. So I mean, why not?
But
Go
is that not at all?
and learn.
Can that not be at all ages? Or does ignorance have an age limit?
Mm.
No, ignorance don't have an age limit, but when you fresh out of high school and you don't have no plans for your life, wouldn't that be a better option
To what?
to go
A
to the
better option.
military or
I I agree, but to leverage to make me go to the military for my right, I kind of disagree. That's kind of like them saying, all right, y'all want a right to having abortions. Well, we're gonna make the abortion age this, and we're gonna make y'all go to the military for this. Would that not kind of be the same thing of a transactional trade for a right, something that you're
Wait,
entitled to?
wait a minute.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
necessarily for the right to vote. I think the whole thing is that if you're 18 years old, your mind isn't mature enough. With some of them, minds
I
are
could
not
see that.
really focused on what the issues are, within the country to make a vote like that. Because you got to look at it, a lot of people vote because their grandmamas and their mamas voted for this
Facts.
person, so I'm gonna vote for this person too.
Facts.
Diz, man, it's like you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say something. Just speaking on a military aspect, it's so many damn loopholes in regards to it. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many people playing the system in regards to receiving some type of medical benefit in order to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you haven't, like it would create a chain reaction in regards to motherfuckers having to get, you know what I'm saying, or so many different clauses to come into effect for them to be, you know what I'm saying, like physically disabled or, having some type of ailment. Like, you know what I'm saying, like a year. Shit. I mean, I'll put it like this. Like after I did boot camp, did my tech school, shit, like within a year I was in Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is though, with that, you know what I'm saying, that didn't equate to me, you know what I'm saying, receiving a disability check or some type of military retirement, so to speak. I had to put in work. I had to put in years for that shit. But it's so many other loopholes that these young people are finding out because they ain't soldiers, they ain't airmen, they ain't motherfucking seamen or motherfucking Marines. You know what I'm saying? They finding loopholes just like any other American trying to get over on the system. You know what I'm saying? And they getting paid for that shit. I don't think that that's fair. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that actually put in the fucking 13, 15, 20 years, you know what I'm saying, in order, you know what I'm saying, in multiple deployments, multiple fucking family PCS moves and all the other shit, on that they're getting the same pay or even more on because they found the loophole. Like that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it would take more of the military aspect to, you know, figure out these loopholes and prevent those loopholes in order, you know what I'm saying, to prevent all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's a hassle. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a hassle in the pot waiting to goddamn brew, goddamn.
Yeah. But I definitely want to look at what Trap was saying, because I think that he said something that was
Go ahead. Hey, so you go to the military and then you get your abortion punch card.
Hey, I was just saying, like, hey, is it like this, Ridge? As a
Really?
Hey, I wasn't even throwing that shit at Trap. I was not doing that. I was not doing that shit.
no, all right, but this, Ridge, as a veteran. Oh no!
It's not, yeah, but see, that's the thing. People think it's about taking your voting right away. It's not taking your vote right away. It's saying that these younger people don't have the mental capacity
Hey, but the thing is,
to make sound decisions,
hey,
you know, for the right person to be running the country. That's why it's at chaos now.
But they can fight for that country. But they can fight for that country.
Yeah, why not?
The young folks don't care about voting. They don't give a fuck about who.
They fighting the country now.
So actually, I do agree with Trap. I do think that they're trying to take away the vote of a certain demographic, and I think that's because younger demographic tend to vote liberal. And I think that he's a Republican candidate. He's trying to exile that. And Messiah brought up a great point as well. If it comes down to intellect, in a sense, if we raise the vote, she says, limit the age as well. So if you're saying that, you know, if it comes down, if that's the deciding factor, which I think that's why it's unconstitutional, is because that if we now look at, well, as someone being maybe immature at a young age, when do we say, okay, at an old age, they're no longer capable of making sound decisions as well? And Messiah also says people mental level deteriorate in regards to the raising that limit as well. So I think what happens is this opens up Pandora's box to say, well, if we can limit this, then we can limit that. And I think that might be a bad way or road to go down, in my personal opinion. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and man, y'all, come on, man, y'all had a great fucking debate on that one, man. I had to give it up to you guys. God damn. That was just the first question, I think. Was that the first? I didn't get to the other questions yet.
Yeah, it's just all opinions, everybody. Just all opinions.
Yes,
Not saying.
yes, man. And no, but that's
saying.
I was actually shocked that you know, we had two people that saw it in a different light. But I love it because it also brought up other things as well. So I love when we have you know, different views on things, because we can actually touch on different things and go into different areas. So that was kudos to Kay and I think it was Dizzle with the dissent over there. They said, nah, man, you got to put that limit on them. These kids out here idiots, which I also agree with Steve too, because I'm like, man, a lot of young cats don't seem to be voting, at least in our you know, in our areas. I don't think it's a lot of them voting. I do think that you probably have a lot more other races that vote out there earlier, but I know I talk to a lot of people in our community that they don't care to vote at all.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like in '96, like I didn't know shit about voting. Like, I mean, I was in a like I always say, I was in a Jehovah's Witness household. So, you know what I'm saying, voting was obsolete. Like, I wasn't doing that shit. But I had partners that was on the basketball team and football team, track team with me that was like, hey, I'm going to cast my vote type shit. And I'm like, nigga, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga gonna be in there next. You know, I was like ignorant to it. But then when I seen that and started talking to them and started like picking their brain in regards to it, I was like, damn, okay, it could be a change, but you know what I'm saying, growing up in the urban environment in Chicago, like I was like, man, fuck all this shit.
But see,
You know
but see, look, Steve, and I don't know about no other school, but at the school I went to, we had civics class, and we learned all about that. You know what I'm saying? So by the time we turned 18, you know, we knew how to cast our vote and stuff like that. But nowadays, they're not teaching that. Is what I'm saying. If they taught it in schools, you know, like they had the same curriculum they had when we was coming up, then I'll be like 18, yeah, because they didn't learn some stuff
But
by
the
then.
but the thing is though, what I peep at Bogan, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, for the minority groups, they were like forcing like Democrat like ideology, you know, on people. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like expounded on the Republican and all the other shit. And that's why I was like, man, fuck that. Y'all one sided type shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taking my belief of whatever, you know what I'm saying, away
Mhm.
from me, or trying to change my thought in regards to like what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was
And
like,
I
fuck
get
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. You know what I'm saying? And most of my partners, like I said, I was on the basketball, football, and track team. You know what I'm saying? Um, they were all voting Democrat. So 9 out of 10, they was of the minority. They wasn't the majority. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I wasn't with that shit because you're trying to force my, you know, you're trying to change or warp my opinion in regards to that shit. If I want my goddamn daddy to be president, then he a motherfucking binary or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I want that nigga to be president. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna tell me to change my shit, and that's how I feel on it. So
But that's the
that's kind
flaw
of
in it. That's the flaw in the system. That's the flaw with having a biased educator going and pretty much spreading his ideology instead of the education of the process, the education of how things operate and work and how to cast your votes and how to just properly do the things. You know what I'm saying? Not to fucking force my ideology onto you. You know what I'm saying? That's a flaw in that system. And I agree with Kay. It should be in the schools more. Me, I graduated in an election year, so it was in my school. They took all the seniors to the fucking register. They took us all to do this, and we graduated. But me, not in my head, keeping in mind that we only do this every 4 years, and now it's not going to happen again to the freshman who comes up. I'm not thinking that at 18. I'm thinking, okay, this happened for when you turn 18 or you graduate. This is something they take the seniors to do. But I'm like, no, it just happened because I was on an election year that this is what that happened, and I just didn't think about that until recently. I was like, damn.
yeah. The thing is though, Trap, it was like I think it was more or less like, you know what I'm saying, a schematic in regards to like who was in the class, and that's how they judged on which demographic or whatever they going, you know what I'm saying, teach to vote for. I think that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
I mean, I'll put it like this: you got all niggas in there. Oh no, you need to go Democrat. Don't do the Republican type shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck Republican type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just was. It's the same thing when it comes to the urban community. You got, you know what I'm saying, you got the drug sales on the corner, you got the Arab stores, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep it, you know what I'm saying, tender to that. And I think that's where it comes to that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, the plan of the man.
Yeah, yeah, they try to steer them in a certain direction. It's like they trying to steer them in a certain direction instead of just educating them on how to do the shit.
Yeah, I
I
think you
think it's
definitely hear
more
that a
about
lot.
tradition.
Go ahead.
I think it's more about tradition too. Because
Yeah.
traditionally, black people or minority people tend to vote Democrat anyway. So that's what they're gonna try to steer people to. Because if you try to steer people who already had a mind made up, my mom, my grandmama, everybody in my family vote this way, you try to, you know, tell them, well, you know, what about over here? You know, it'll create some type of, you know, chaos or whatever. So they just try to steer people towards where they feel like they was gonna go anyway.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think that there should be a way to just give the facts. You know what I mean? Give the facts and let the people choose. I think that I think a lot of, especially I hear it a lot with around conservative people. They tend to say more lean to think that a lot of these institutions are indoctrinating people and more so than educating people. So I can understand how some people may be weary of that type of setup. I'm gonna start with you, Trap. What is the motivation for raising the age limit, do you think?
It's definitely to. I would think. Okay, logically, I don't know, but this is how I would get to my answer. So I would see the age limit. I would take the voters based off of statistics from 25 to 18, and I would look within the ethnicity and the percentages of these voters from a year to year on a pattern. And then I would see, well, what is it that they're trying to necessarily eliminate from this vote? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that's how I would determine my answer of what is it that they're trying to get rid of. Because it's definitely something they're trying to get. They're trying to get rid of voters. You don't get more voters by setting an age limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That limits the customers. You know what I'm saying? So when it's like a rated T game or a rated M game. You got to be a certain age to buy this game now. It's not rated E for everyone. Or even though you have to be 18 to begin with, but like damn, like 25, like I just feel like they're trying to eliminate. It's an agenda to eliminate a certain demographic. Now I don't got the pie chart in front of me to say, boom, that's the demographic. But if you take the pie chart and you look at the pie chart and you look at the demographics in the pie chart, it's going to tell you directly, hey, this is it right here. And if you take the felonies, because also they said it's going to limit. So you take the felonies and then you see, okay, most of these people are getting felonies from 18 to 25. I think you'll have your answer. That's all I'm saying.
All right, man. I definitely hear what you're saying. Dizzle, man. I mean, what is the motivation in your opinion for? I know you were kind of pro raising the limit, but what do you think the motivation for raising that limit is?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to follow up after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just trying to get the niggas up out of there, man. They want
Yeah.
the niggas to vote. Plain and simple.
All right, plain and simple. There it is. Kay, what is the motivation? I know you're pro as well. What is the motivation, do you think, behind I think you already stated some of them, but what is the motivation for raising the age limit to 25 in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think that they figure that the people between the ages of 18 and 25 don't vote anyway. So why not just wait until they get up, of age to where they understand politics or get into politics more? Because if you look at between 18 and 25, don't half of them don't even know who the president or the vice president is.
Oh, I know who she
I watch a
is.
lot.
I know who she is.
I know you know. I
I
know
know
you know.
I know who she is.
Yes,
Half of them don't even know who the president is right now. You know what I'm saying? So they figure if we move them out the way, the votes will probably, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say fair, but it'll be more realistic. If the older, if it 25 and up was to vote, because they're more focused on what's going on in the world. Because we all know that the politics has a lot to do with different things that's going on as far as the food prices, the economy, and things of that nature. So. But when you 18, 19, 20, or whatever, you ain't paying attention to that. All you thinking about is going to a club, kicking it with your friends, and who the next girl or guy I'm finna get with.
Yeah. Well, you know what? So I'm because
I ain't thinking about the next guy I'm trying to get with.
I said a guy or a girl. I should hope not.
Well, okay. So
I'm telling your wife.
So this opens up a whole nother thing for me, because if we're talking about, I guess, soundness of mind, maturity, all the above, there is a subsection of America who believes that President Trump is the current president. And there are a lot of older and younger folks. So how do you navigate that? Do you then take away that, because obviously they don't know civics if they're saying that this is still the president.
They saying that because the president that's before are the ones that always write the policies and the laws for the following president. So
Yeah.
technically, President Donald Trump is the president because the laws that he had put in place before Biden got into office is what's going on right now.
That's not what they're saying. They're saying that he is currently not the policies. They're saying that he is currently the president. They're saying that
No, I know what they saying. No, I know what they saying that he's physically currently the president. I know
mm,
that they delusional as hell for thinking that, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that because the policies that he put in place at the time is what the new president have to go by,
okay. So
unless they just take it, unless they take it out or whatever.
okay, but if we're talking about sound mind and the ability to understand civics to give you the right to vote, um, would that should that discount them from future elections if they do not know how civics work?
Yes, I absolutely do think it should.
Hmm.
Because that's the reason why we in chaos now. Because everybody listening to everybody on the internet that think they know something because they heard a quote or read a quote off, one sentence line. Because ain't nobody mind, long enough to even read a whole book. If it ain't a 30-minute video, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to it.
Okay, okay. Um, Diz Riz. Same question to you, good sir. What do you think the motivation is for raising the limit to 25 if there is one?
Like I said before, what I'm saying, I think it's a ploy in regards to, like, what I'm saying, in regards to like hindering the younger folks in regards to getting indoctrinated in regards to, like, what I'm saying, in regards to crime. What I'm saying, making it hard for them, because the thing is, most of the kids nowadays, like, I have two 18-year-olds, a 17-year-old, and a fucking 24. What I'm saying? They were sheltered. So the thing is, with them getting a job, it's kind of hard, so to speak. What I'm saying? Because, and I would take fault for it. What I'm saying? With hindering them, in regards to going out into society, different than what my parents did. My parents was like, "Hey, nigga, you 14. Hey, you better go cut some grass or something." What I'm saying? We need that. We need some type of extra money coming in. What I'm saying? Even though I wouldn't say that we needed it, it was just showing me that work ethic, right? But
Yeah.
when it comes to the kids, we try to shelter them from the trials and tribulations that we went through, right? So, with doing that, not realizing until they turn 18 that you didn't hinder them. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to show them at 18, you got to, like, shuffle up some shit and show them, like, yeah, you need to do this, X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? In order to get it. Some might get it, others might not get it. You know what I'm saying? So, with putting them in that situation, you setting them up to fail. You know what I'm saying? And now, when it comes to, like, all the movies, all the series, all the television series, and all the music, you know what I'm saying? They were like, well, I could do what fucking Lil Durk said. Don't sue me, Lil Durk. But you know what I'm saying? I can do what he said, you know what I'm saying? Because my daddy was over here too, you know what I'm saying? And I could do what he did and make some quick money versus going to Walmart and change tires or stock shelves. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, I think it was brought out earlier that um the kids are a lot smarter than what we were when we was younger, because it was like more or less closed minded when we were younger, right? The kids are now, they're iPad warriors, fucking, you know what I'm saying, iPhone warriors, and all the other shit, right? So they're googling shit. They're googling shit, so they gonna figure out like, oh, well, I don't want to do this. I want to be like Big Meech, and you know what I'm saying. I want to get it fast versus, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not bringing up anything that I wanted to do in the past. I'm just saying for the kids of 2023, you know, or 2023, you know, of what they might want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, and I think that where's that comment at? Miss Zaya hit a good one on the head as well. They're trying to suppress the votes. Everyone votes on their own interests, and I think that's a big one because, like I said, I think the younger ones tend to go more liberal. So therefore, you know, when you're that age, and if you, especially if you're in college, and you're and somebody's talking about free college or paying off, forgiveness or whatever, you're probably someone that in that situation are probably going to be leaning more towards those candidates. So I'm pretty sure they probably want to get rid of your vote to prevent you from voting one way or the other. So yeah, okay. Great debate on that one. Let me see. I need to get to what's the next one? Okay, we're gonna jump ahead here real quick. Which is
don't jump too far ahead.
we ain't jumping too far. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch on a couple of things. One of them being the fact that apparently police can shoot hostages. Who would have thunk it?
Shoot a hostage multiple times intentionally in order to stop another person, and they are justified in doing so. They're shooting a hostage on purpose. Story. Don Davis is a Georgia truck driver. He was shot 9 times by state troopers and deputies who were trying to stop a murder suspect from holding Davis hostage in his truck. Keep his picture up. You heard me right. The police shot the man you're looking at 9 times in order, according to them, to stop the murder suspect from holding Davis hostage.
Yeah, I think 50 only got hit 8 times, didn't he? Or was he hit 9?
He was
hit 9 too.
Him and Pac was hit 9.
They gave him them 50 shots.
Oh my
man.
God.
Yeah, man, that is crazy.
Did he die?
No, he's still alive. He's still alive, man.
Hey, that nigga need an Oscar.
You know what I'm saying? No, he better start rapping. Because you got street cred now, Brody. That's freedom right there. I hear that. Shit. With that happening, do you think, Steve, do you think that this could deter people from calling the police?
Hey, that's freedom right there. Hey, that's the United States of America. They make the rules as the game goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like if you playing the game of spades, you know what I'm saying? You say the goddamn deuce is higher than the Joker. Hey, the deuce is higher than the fucking Joker. So they gonna change this shit as they keep going, right? I mean, I'll put it like this: like with looking at this whole situation was just crazy because when you get deployed to Iraq or you know what I'm saying, or Afghanistan, coming from a military aspect. You know what I'm saying? You got to get shot at first before you fucking start like fucking discharging rounds, right?
Yeah.
But the people on the same soil that you know what I'm saying, supposedly know the same language and breathe the same constitution and courtesies, you know what I'm saying? You could just go ahead and shoot them. No, don't shoot the person that's holding the motherfucker hostage. Shoot the hostage so he'll stop the vehicle so I can kill him. Like what kind of fucking shit?
Yes, yeah, I agree with you, Steve. It baffles me. It's going to get even weirder. Kay, I mean, could this deter people from calling the police?
Yeah, hell yeah. I want to know what happened to police protocol. What happened to hostage negotiations? What happened to finding out who is actually the hostage and who isn't? I'm baffled by this because I mean, if you in trouble or say like you know how in some movies they have hostages in banks or whatever. So you're gonna shoot everybody up in there just to catch the person that's robbing the bank? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they just need to they need a whole police force. This is ridiculous.
I hear that. I hear that. Dizzle, yeah, they didn't bring in Samuel L. Jackson for this one when the negotiator did they? They just said we just shoot the hostage. Uh, could this type of behavior deter people from calling the police, in your opinion?
Well, I think people was already deterred from calling the police. I mean, shit, shit. I'm surprised this wasn't caught on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there gotta be somewhere like maybe like a non-lethal shot, like one, not nine. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you hit him in the toe or something. You know what I'm saying? But 9 shots is kind of crazy.
And bang, bang, he's still a hostage. Shoot him
yeah.
more.
No, but the thing is, I thought they use shotguns or something to deter it. So when the shotgun, the buckshot, it spreads. So you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be like 9 shots in itself.
Well, I hope it
Nah,
wasn't.
normally they come out with ARs, they come out with pistols. So I don't even think they probably had a shotgun. I think they was out there ready for war, man.
Did something similar happen when I think they robbed 2 dudes, like robbed a bank, and then they ended up hijacking like a UPS truck, and then like the cops shot up the UPS man or something like that. They held him hostage.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
They said, we can't get y'all. We just gonna shoot this whole motherfucker
up. By any means necessary.
That sounds like some video game shit.
You feel me? As the fellow GTA enthusiast here, do you think that this would deter people trapped from calling the police if this is the outcome?
I feel like for them people who's gonna call the police, they gonna call the police anyway. Up to the people who's to be in the middle about calling the police. Depends on the situation, but like ultimately it's just up to that individual that was gonna call the cops or not. Like I feel like it could for sure. It has the potential to, you know what I'm saying? So, but on the gentleman who got shot though, like yeah, he definitely up there with 50 Cent. Like you gotta put him on that pedestal, you know. He gotta call me. We can make a movie, you know what I'm saying? Get an album drop, get some shirts, you know. really turn it up. But and sue them. He can get lawyers. So, but to them cops, man, you would think like for all y'all been to the range, so it's like them different sheets you get. You got the ones with the green, the ones that be black, then you got the ones that be holding the hostages and shit. It's like you think he go to the range just shooting the whole sheet. Like.
Hey, that's what I did. Goddamn. Hey, I don't give a fuck. Hey. Regardless, if the motherfucker holding the gun, I'm shooting that shit.
That's how he was trained. Like he said, shit, fuck him, fuck everybody. Like homie. Like yeah. It was like the hostage was just no leverage. Like he called the dude bluff. He called the murder bluff. Like nigga, like nigga.
Mama ain't raising no bitch.
Yeah, nigga. He like I'll kill this nigga. He like nigga. Like bro. So like. Man, it's really a senseless situation. They just as bad as the nigga they was going to arrest.
Man, I tell you what, and yeah, because basically what happened is that I believe this guy might have killed somebody else, but he didn't. I don't think he had a beef with the person he was trying to hijack the car. He just wanted to get out there, so he did let off a round, but it wasn't at the person. So the guy actually got out his cell phone, started calling 911 while the guy is still there, and he still didn't shoot him. It wasn't until the cops came that he got shot, and that was by the cops. It was something that you said that was interesting to me. Trav. You said that he should sue them. Let's look at this real quick.
Yeah. Federal appeals court has ruled the police can shoot hostages, even intentionally, if they fear for their lives, or to stop a fleeing felon. This is all quite insane.
So You can, if you didn't hear it, I'll play it again for you.
However, federal appeals court has ruled the police can shoot hostages, even
Yes,
intentionally,
they
if they
can
fear
shoot
for their life.
hostages even intentionally. So about that suing trap, any thoughts on that? All
Your
right, I
mic
guess
is muted.
he's stunned over there. He can't believe that they can shoot cops over there. That's how crazy this situation was. Dizzle, any thoughts that yes, they could just come up and just shoot hostages? That's perfectly fine.
I mean, well, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? You ain't. What's the point of even having that job? You know what I'm saying? Like you just shoot anybody. You know what I'm saying? You want to, then you're not protecting the servant. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing your job. You're not upholding the public safety as your first as a concern. But well, like I said, man, like a little toe tap or something in the knee real quick, just to get that hostage up off you. Then I can see that, but just to be like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just start letting off these rounds. Somebody gonna dip out. You know what I'm saying? It's kind
Because
of crazy.
I think in Speed, I think they was Keanu Reeves shot old boy in the shoulder or something. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like just one shot, he didn't freaking just lay up in him with 9.
yeah.
Trap man, you were talking about the legality of it and suing. As you can see, it is perfectly legal for them to do such. What do you think about that?
They definitely need to get their check. What? That's what I think. I think like nigga, he
How
called
you
for
gonna get a
help.
check if it's legal for them to shoot you?
Oh, so he can't get a check for it?
It's legal.
Oh yeah, he screwed up, man. That's what I'm saying, man. They shot him like he one of us, and it's crazy because like I was watching it, and I ain't even get surprised until I seen the picture of the white man.
Come on
That's
now.
what caught me off guard. Like, and I'm sure the white man, like, damn, nigga, I lived all my life white than a motherfucker. just to get shot by y'all niggas now. I gotta live like nigga. I'm better off than rolling up, going through the block, nigga. Yeah, give me a pound. Like nigga, I'm better off than rolling with these niggas for the rest of my living, nigga. You really better off just rolling with us for the rest of your living, nigga. I ain't gonna cap. Cause you one of us now, nigga. Yeah. You's one of us, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you was racist and did all that marching, nigga. Nigga, your ass got lit up, bro. And it's sad to say, but like, man, bro, like, bro, this is America. This is America, baby.
It is fine as K. What do you think about that, man? It's perfectly legal for the police to shoot a hostage.
It ain't safe nowhere. You can't be protected by nobody but yourself. So you gotta do what you gotta do because calling the police is deadly, as you can see.
I have to agree with you on that one. America. Uh, Steve, first off, I forgot to make note of this. Thank you. I see that you're sharing the content on your Facebook and on your YouTube. I appreciate that, man. So the question goes to you. Any thoughts on the them having the ability to do that?
America.
Mm.
I'll put it like this. They took into the context of not the movie Speed, but the movie SWAT, where Hawkeye, the one that actually plays Hawkeye in the Avengers, he actually was a marksman, a trained sniper, you know what I'm saying? And he shot through one of the hostages to kill, to take down one of the like the main dudes that was holding up the bank or whatever, and they sent him to jail. They sent him to jail for years.
Wow.
So you know what I'm saying. So it changed his motive in regards to when he got out. He was like, "Shit, I'm about to fucking rob everybody." You know what I'm saying. So that's where it became like blue on blue or whatever, or green on green, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying. In regards to the aspect, because he shot through the hostage, but it was a clean shot. Where I mean, anybody getting shot is not clean, but the way he shot through the person, it didn't hit any bones. It didn't kill the person. it just dismantled them to get to the person that was actually, you know what I'm saying, holding up the place. And it took them down. It killed them instantly. You know what I'm saying? From like, I mean, with looking at that shit, like that's some American like Sniper, the movie type shit. Like the way he shot him, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't get that shit too often. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, it's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous in regards to this aspect. So I think that's why they changed the rules in regards to this whole little standoff, you know, showdown. What Yosemite Sam call it, the tombstone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't change up the whole aspect. Like, hey, we ain't paying the motherfucker nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just go ahead and shoot him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We done cleared up all the fucking airwaves. You know what I'm saying? The rights and everything. Just go ahead and shoot him.
I bet that. So with that being said, real short answers. I'm gonna start with you, Steve. What's the moral of this story?
I'm going to Africa.
There it is. Okay, what's the moral of the story? Short.
Protect yourself.
At all times. Dizzle. Short, man. What's the moral of the story?
Stay strapped up.
Stay strapped up. Trap, man. What's the moral of the story here?
Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Come on, man. Come on now. All right. So there is another story that I want to cover. Actually, this is from Mr. Steve himself. Brought this to the podcast. So I'm gonna play a quick clip. Actually, do you want to set it up and let them know what they're about to watch?
Okay, yeah, I could break it down. It was the female police officer from Chicago, from Chicago, that actually got robbed, or they were attempting to rob her and they killed her.
All right.
Pretty much the rundown, and the reason why I brought this to the table was that this is the same station that my father, did police work out of for 32 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's closer to Indiana. So it's like on 111th and Ellis. So it pretty much would be like over east, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of the stations that you really wouldn't hear too much about. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were always doing their job versus on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right. We'll go ahead and play the clip, and then we'll come on the other side and we'll talk about it.
City releasing the officer's police photo about 2 hours ago, also officially determining her death as in the line of duty. A 3-year veteran of the department assigned to the 5th District on 111th. Now, she was on track to receive her master's from Loyola University later this week. SWAT teams were seen last night at 76 and Bishop after a man barricaded himself inside a home there. Sources telling Fox 32 he's among the persons of interest being questioned in this case. 24-year-old Ariana Preston was killed right in front of her own home overnight Saturday after just getting off of work, according to police. Multiple sources saying it was a robbery attempt.
All right. So that's what's going on here. So take it away, Steve.
oh shit. I was just gonna ask this to chat and the panel. What do y'all think about this? Do you think that the National Guard need to be active in regards to this with, with thugs in the neighborhoods, the local neighborhoods? Just like picking off police officers. Now I'm gonna give y'all an instance, right? The National Guard, before I joined the military, because I swore in 2009. The National Guard was with the Jump Out Boys. For the ones that don't know, the Jump Out Boys is detectives or ones that deal with narcotics, drugs, gangs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they can, like whatever flag they want to hold that day. That's who they jumping out on. You know what I'm saying? And you had the National Guard backing them up. Now, yeah, the National Guard, when you hear of the Army's National Guard, they're overweight. They're not, you know what I'm saying, of the prestigious stature of myself or other soldiers that deployed to Afghanistan and, then held the front line, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But still, they still have ARs and guns like that. So what do you think? What do you guys think that they should do in regards to this situation?
All right, I'll go first. Shit, man. Is there anything that they can do? I feel like it's a place that is having a lot of trouble. I know a lot of Republicans point to it as a Democratic problem, um, because it's mostly Democratic led. Yeah, I don't know if there is a solution to it, because I mean, I guess it'd be, what's the problem? What's the issue? Is it resources or not? Do they not have enough resources? Why? Because there's I think that what we're seeing is a symptom of something else. I think the actual root problem is something else. So I would be curious to know if it's resources, if it's better opportunities, if it's because I feel like when people have when people have things to lose, right? They tend to move a little different, right? So I can come to each of y'all and be like, hey man, I got this sweet lick, it's illegal, let's do it. Majority of y'all probably gonna be like, hey man, I got some good shit going on. I'm not gonna do that, right? But there's something that's going on where people are saying, okay, let's do it, right? So I think that the crime and the punishment and all of the above is not enough to deter what's going on. So I think that there needs to be a deeper dive and figure out why are people looking to go the route that they are, because it's not just Chicago, it's a lot of other areas as well, that are notorious for crime. So I think they have to look at and see what is the overall cause that would make, because I feel like it's a lot of youth, man. It's a lot of youth out there that have a lot of good potential, but they're wasting it on instant gratification. So I would be curious to see what they would what the real root of this is. But no, in short, no, I don't think that they should. I don't think it would help. I think it would turn into an even bigger war zone. But you know, they could. I don't know.
I would say in some instances, if they had 24-hour presence in the neighborhoods or whatever, in some instances it might deter the crime to go elsewhere. But in other instances, the way these youth are nowadays, they're not afraid of anything or anyone, no type of authority or anything like that. So, I mean, it could cause a civil war. It could cause, so many things. But something needs to be done. Because it's getting out of hand. It's getting to the point to where people can't even walk to the store anymore. And being born and raised in Chicago, we ain't never had that issue. Yeah, we had crime and things of that nature, but it was uh protocol, so to speak. You don't, I'm I mean, I just lost my train of thought, but I mean, we ain't had that issue. We used to be outside, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and ain't nobody mess with us as kids. So I'm just saying, like, something needs to be done because it's getting bad. It's getting worse. It's getting to the point to where I don't know if this is a ploy to say, well, y'all wanted the police defunded, so we're not gonna do anything. It's on y'all, or if it's a ploy to say, okay, the crime is getting out of hand, everybody on lockdown again, and here's a curfew for everybody. That's just my way of thinking. I don't know how everybody else see it, but at this point in time, that's how I'm seeing it.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
Dizzle.
I mean, maybe they could put more police on feet. And I'm probably sure they'll try that. But I don't know if the National Guard is a viable answer. I mean, like you said, it's just gonna get more people anxious, and then what I'm saying, it's gonna make the locals more nervous. But at least they might be trying to do something. But like if this was I could see if this was like a recurring problem, but this is a one off. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, it's sad to say, but somebody lost.
No, it's not a one-off.
I was down
Oh,
one.
This is a
this shit
recur.
happens
It's a recurring problem
at least once a month.
because you got to look at Oregon.
A cop is a cop? You talking about a cop dying?
Yeah, I'm talking about a cop in Chicago. Like shit, you just
Yeah,
had
cops are dying out here.
yeah,
They
you had
should these cops up.
you had the situation with the ones shit AK that shit was on 71st and Walcott right over by the crib where it was a set of twins in the car and the mother was protesting like I want to see my kids, but one of them like as soon as the cop came up to the window he shot her dead point blank in the middle of the head, killed her. Like she was just asking, hey, let me see your license and registration. It wasn't even like a hostile fucking stop or nothing like that, and then it turned into a shootout. You know what I'm saying? It's every month.
So then it's on. So then it's on the police departments for not saying that they're not protecting their own, but I feel like they're not doing the most that they can do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And trap.
Nigga.
You
muted it, bro.
You muted, bro. You muted.
My bad. Okay, so what's the direct question here?
Do you think the National Guard should go into Chicago and like orchestrate this shit? Because this shit is getting out of hand. That's my opinion.
The real question is level that motherfucker. That's the real question. They go in there and level that motherfucker.
No, you can't level my old crib, man. I grew up in that motherfucker, man.
Right, exactly. You better say it.
That's what the real question is.
At least run some sage through that motherfucker. Damn.
Hey,
You know what I'm
but before trap start, I just want to say when the National Guard showed up, you seen motherfuckers jumping out with the detectives with BDUs and they got ARs. You know that ain't a nigga supposed to have a fucking AR in the city. So that nigga is registered. If he riding with the police, he got a fucking AR. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like make you check yourself real quick. You know what I'm saying?
So my question would be then, if this is something that's already happened, what was the results of that?
Obama took him out of Chicago.
Were they working?
I think the community complained a lot more than anything because you had people, they was comparing it to Iraq and Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? Where you had people jumping out with heavy artillery, you know what I'm saying? Which the city, quote unquote, is supposed to not used to that. But I know people that had fucking allegedly Uzis and
Cannons,
Tech Nines and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cannons.
Before before we got of age, you know what I'm saying? That we was holding
rocket
shit down.
launchers.
Well, the rocket launchers came later.
A problem.
US horror.
They got a UAV.
Yeah, somebody got a kill streak in that bitch.
No, seriously, a few years ago there was a youth online showing that he had a rocket launcher.
Yeah, that was Rondo,
and it was in Chicago,
or whatever his name is. He was with 300. Yeah, I know that nigga.
He
locked up though. He's doing like 14 though.
But that's the whole thing, is that if they already done this and then okay, so also you got to think about the psychological effects as well. I mean, I think it's a multifaceted thing, because you do not want to see your government going up and down your street as a youth, you know what I mean, and that be the picture, which I realize on the flip side of that as well, you don't want to see the devastation that's going on there as well, as a youth as well. So I can understand the conundrum that they're in, to want to figure out a solution, but especially with it being in our neighborhoods, I feel like if we raise the gifts, the prizes that could be won for applying yourself, I think that you might be able to get some better solutions, right? So it's a lot of rappers out there.
A good old fashioned ass whooping, a better solution too, but do it work all the time?
Well, I don't think that they're getting it right. I think that a lot of these places might be low income, maybe single parents working all the time, maybe not the kids not being properly supervised. So I think that I think it's a multifaceted type of situation as well. Or it could be a 2-parent household where both of them work at the same time, where the kid's not being supervised, right? So I think it's a lot of different things, a lot of different pieces that could be happening and going on that could be to the reason of why the kids, because I think it's the kids that are getting failed, are getting failed. So I think that that's something that needs to be looked at and addressed as well. But yeah, I think it's going to be multiple levels. I think that if we, like I said, there's a lot of rappers out there, a lot of drill rappers, right? Imagine if you had to have a certain GPA and you got signed, right? Like, I think that there's other people in the communities that could step up and offer, a chance to go to maybe a music school, right? Or free ride or something like that. Incentivize people to want to do better. I think that if you're like, fuck it, man, the world's against me, nobody cares, what type of person are you going to be if you have that mentality? But if you have something to work towards, I think that might be something that an option to look at as an alternative. But I think it was on you, Trap.
Yeah, I was just saying pretty much. Yeah, the minute we go outside and we start seeing troopers walking, it's 9 o'clock and troopers start coming out walking and RVs rolling down the streets and shit. Like, bro, this is an attack on our communities now. And I feel like as a black person, like, damn, y'all already took Black Wall Street. Y'all trying to take the neighborhoods too. And just like, nigga, that ain't the answer. More violence, more, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think that that's the answer. I don't think their presence is going to add anything good except more gas, more fuel to the fire. That's just my opinion. Now I've seen the National Guard. I went to a rally. It was like a George Floyd rally, and we was marching and shit. And we get to the Capitol, and when I say, or we get to the state building, and when I say like all down the streets, you see National Guard, they posted, and then you see them on the roofs with snipers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, bro, like nigga, we just together. Like we ain't on no, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't on no, ain't wasn't a lot of us on no bullshit. We ain't seen no bullshit pop off. But it's like, damn, nigga, we was just mobbing. And then I asked myself, I'm like, I wonder, was them same National Guards at the Capitol when it was stormed? Like, because if that's their job and they were supposed to do that, they ain't do a good job at that. And if you got to bring them back and they was already there, obviously they ain't do a good job the first time. So, like, what is really just the point? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, man, you struck something with the Capitol joint, because I think Black Lives Matter was out there. They got pepper sprayed and all kind of shit. See, they treat us different, right? They treat us different. They give us the hammer. That's all that they use. That's the only tool that they apply to us is the hammer. Oh, we don't like them doing drugs. Hit them with a motherfucking heavy ass sentence, right? They always, they got this. Oh, well, give them more police. They need more police in there, right? They always give us the hammer, but they give other people a different tool to use to solve the problem. So I definitely think that there is a multifaceted approach to this. What it is, I don't know. I didn't get elected as an elected official or leader, so I can't tell you what it is. But I do believe that it does exist.
But I think this is just my opinion. I'm just, thinking, just having a different opinion about it. I'm thinking they going off of what people put on social media about us. Because you got to look at it. People from other countries that don't know anything about black people, and all they see is the ghetto hood shit on social media. When you do finally meet a black person, you gonna think all black people are like that. So I mean, I'm just saying that's just one aspect of it. I mean, that's just my opinion.
No, man, I think I agree with you 100% on that. Diz, I think we heard from everybody but you, sir. What do you got to say about your topic?
I just wanted to say, like what you were saying in regards to earlier. I'm drawing a blank in regards to what you actually stated, but everything that you were saying was actually put in place when it came to the National Guard and stuff like that. Like I said, it wasn't a threat, or like Trap said in regards to like you had snipers on the roof and what I'm saying, stuff like that. But it created that fear. So it gave the thugs or the people in the community another ultimatum to go another route or change their normal activities, so to speak. It didn't, I don't think it really dampened with, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, normal activities, but people had to change up every, you know, the everyday activities that they were doing, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like I turn the corner and you got a black SUV and motherfuckers jumping out with BDUs on you, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, if they ain't fucking with you, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But I just think that with this, you know, just to answer it, just to make it short, I think with this situation that with the situation, the female, she lived over east in Chicago, so she lived closer to the Indiana side or Lakeshore Drive, right? I think they actually followed her, so it was, maybe it was people that she knew, or you know, they figured that it was a quick getaway because it was closer to the Indiana border. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. That's why they tried that. You know what I'm saying? But one of the persons that was actually caught, that the dude that was barricaded in his home, that was like 5 blocks away from my crib. So that was probably 7, 8 blocks away from K crib. You know what I'm saying? So it's motherfuckers in our community that's going all the way over there, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, to say the least, in regards to this situation. But it seemed like it was planned. You know what I'm saying? Like either they knew her or they knew of her whereabouts of when she was gonna arrive and stuff like that. Like they cased her out pretty good.
All right, there we go. Yeah, all right, bet that, man. And give it up for Steve for hosting it right there, man.
I don't know how well I
All right,
did,
y'all hear me?
but
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I got a question then. This one goes, I will ask Kate and Steve this question. And you too. Y'all ask the whole panel, hell. All right,
shoot 'em.
so do
Shoot 'em.
y'all think that,
Shoot
so
'em.
you know, obviously there's
That's what your ass get. You know,
Hey, shoot them.
Yeah.
Hey, disagree with Trap. Shoot their ass. Get out of line. Shoot their ass. That's it.
Oh, but yeah, thank you, Steve, for doing
Dang,
that,
what
man.
happened?
He dropped signal. He'll probably jump back in. But yeah, man. You know, yo, you got you got.
And God don't like ugly.
Hey, man, I need to get you up in here and hosting some things, man.
I was looking forward to that question though.
Yeah, man, you know, yeah, he did a great thing. But I also want to give it up to every mother out there on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Again, you are appreciated for everything that you do. Thank you for all the mothers out there. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a mother out there, and so we can shout you out. But yes, yeah, man. You did your thing, man. You did your thing. All right, so we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. Get my job back real quick from Steve. You know, they're stealing my job.
It's a slow roll, but it's rolling.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna wrap this thing up with the last thing here, which is the guy in the subway. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that case, but basically there was a gentleman who was mentally ill. He ended up he was at one point, I think, a performer in the subway
He
in New
was a
York
Michael
City.
Jackson impersonator.
Tell it, girl. Tell it. He was, and also on the trains and subway. Yes, on the subways. And so basically, there was reports that he was being threatening or something of that nature. This Marine or ex-Marine decides to jump in, put him in a chokehold. And yeah, long story short, he ends up dying from that chokehold. Due to the our based off of the medical reports.
A 15-minute chokehold.
I don't know if it was 15 minutes. I heard 3 beforehand. I did hear 15 minutes too in the beginning. I don't know which one it was, but yeah, that was what was said. So we're gonna take a he initially, I think he got seen. They let him go and released him. Now they have charged him, I believe, with I don't know if it's second degree manslaughter or something like that. But he has been charged nevertheless. So we'll take a quick look at that and then we'll come back and talk about it.
12 days after he was seen with his arms around Jordan Neely's neck in a deadly chokehold on a New York City subway, Daniel Penny is possibly facing up to 15 years behind bars. The 24-year-old Marine Corps veteran in handcuffs after turning himself in just after 8 a.m. this morning. Prosecutors say they reviewed the disturbing video showing Penny choking Neely for at least 3 minutes on a subway train on May 1st and say at the point that the defendant releases his arm from Mr. Neely's neck, Mr. Neely appears to be unconscious.
The consequences of manslaughter 2 is 5 to 15 years. Ask yourself, is that enough? Is that enough for someone who choked somebody out on the train and took their life? 5 to 15 years.
All right. 5 to 15 years. Is that enough? He asks. All right. So that's what's going on. All right. We are okay, so I'm gonna get to the question here. Steve, man, why was he not initially charged, in your opinion?
I had my bag. I had a couple other things going on.
Look at
in
you.
my ear.
Look at you.
That's why I was looking like, what the fuck? Like,
oh man,
double
to
repeat.
be a fly on that wall. You know what I'm saying?
I think what it was just like the other situation. You know what I'm saying? Where the motherfucker got off. You know what I'm saying? Where I can't remember exactly the situation, but oh yeah, the shit in Kansas City or in Missouri. Where the motherfucker he shot the kid in the head twice and they let him go. Same situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, all jokes aside, he was white. That's why they let him go. And then, you know, when the jury got involved and then other people started making a stink behind it, you know what I'm saying? That's when they actually looked at the laws and actually tried this person. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what it was. It was definitely because he was white.
Okay. Were you talking about the one where the kid went to the wrong door?
Yeah, in Kansas City or Missouri. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Kay, man. Steve brings up a valid point. Why do you think he was not initially charged?
Because what Steve said, you know, because if it was us, we automatically get 15, 30, if not life.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like this. Meech got 30 years and he never got caught with shit. I'm gonna just speak that on the record. never got caught on the phone, never got caught with no drugs in the hand, not even smoking weed. They didn't even catch him smoking weed, and he was a avid weed smoker. Not to say that I know, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? They treat niggas like shit.
There it is. They treat niggas like shit. I need to make that a soundbite.
You know, and then the thing about it is, if you look at him, he looked like he was doing it with some type of intent. You know, and then when he got up, when he let the guy go, looking at the video, it looked like he felt like he did a job well done.
Hey, but what about the other two that was holding his arms and holding his other ligaments? They should have got tried.
That's all. Yeah, because they were a part of it. The accessory.
Yeah, because I think they were. This almost reminds me of George Floyd a little bit, and because I think that they definitely were looking at the other officers, whether or not they were gonna get any punishment, I don't know, but yeah, I think that definitely made kind of similarities in that way of if they were.
But my thing is, I want to know what was he doing for them to try to restrain him. Because I mean, people see street performance all the time. Was he on the train performing at that time? And so they just automatically thought he was having a mental health episode. I mean, they didn't release that, did they?
Yeah, they did. From what they were saying that he was mainly, it sounded like it was just speaking aggressively to the effect of like, well, I don't care about going to jail for a long time. I don't care if you kill me. I don't care, so on and so forth. But they have not, at least from what I've seen so far, they have not articulated a direct threat to anybody, i.e., I'm going to shoot you, I'm going to
Right.
stab
So
you.
if he was just talking, because that's what I want to know, was he just talking aggressively and then attacked somebody, or was he just talking aggressively and then they attacked him?
I
That's the
believe that.
question that I want to know.
Yeah, I believe it was the first, but we'll see if what the rest of the information bring out. But yeah, I do think that he was talking aggressively, and they acted or they attacked him. Dizzle, why do you think that? I think his name was Penny, last name Penny. Why do you think that he did not get charged initially?
Because he's a cracker.
Okay,
And I
there
think
it is. Yeah.
and I think maybe the Marine part hold, the military veteran holds a little bit. I think that holds a little bit of, on it, but yeah, it's definitely because of that. And looking at that video, I don't think he you good? I'm looking at that video. I don't think the it called for a choke. Like they had 2 or 3 other people. He could have just held him down, you know what I'm saying, until you got to the next stop or something, and then maybe just threw him off the train or whatever. I don't think a chokehold was warranted in that situation.
Man, I hear that. I hear that. Trap, man. I'm digging your background. I'm loving that right there, my guy. Why do you think that Penny was not initially charged, man?
Hold on.
You got to turn one of the things off, dog.
All right, so I didn't get to watch the whole. Oh, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole thing, so I'm not sure about the whole situation. So I don't really want to speak on it because I missed the video.
Okay. So you haven't saw this at all?
No.
You haven't heard about it? Okay. All right. No worries. Okay. Give me a second. Are you gonna be qualified to talk on any of this? Because the whole thing is about this clip. All right.
Okay, I'll go back and rewatch it, and then yeah, I'll jump in.
No. I'll give you the skinny of it. Okay, so the skinny of it is basically there was a street performer. They say that he was mentally ill. He was riding a train. He was talking. I'm assuming aggressively to the effect of like, I don't care how much time I get. I don't care about going to jail. I don't care about dying. I don't care about this and that. Supposedly a Marine jumps up, intervenes, puts him in a chokehold, and until he releases him from the chokehold, his body goes limp. The medical say that it was his death was due to the chokehold. He was not initially charged, but now he just got charged. So the question is why was he not initially charged?
What? Okay. Damn. Was he white?
That would be affirmative.
Oh. Well, that's what I would think. Me personally, because you gotta think, man. If somebody is unconscious, black man there, hey, bro, we finna take you in for questions. So you know how they do. We finna take you in for questions.
Now they gonna take you in the question regardless.
They took him in. They took him into questioning.
Oh,
it released his ass. You know what I'm saying?
So in questioning, did he say he put him in a chokehold and stuff?
I'm pretty sure he probably did. I'm sure all the
They have a video. They have a video.
Yeah,
they have video him like a witness before they treated him like a suspect.
Yeah,
that's what it sounded
like.
Matter
of fact, I believe that
everybody was a witness.
I believe they let some of the witnesses go. Like I don't even think they took some of the witnesses' statement.
Okay, so he got treated like a witness instead of a suspect.
There it is.
Okay, that's all you got. He got the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll be saying. We don't get that enough. You know what I mean? But damn, like homie got the benefit of the doubt. Like you came in, did your questioning, ate your burger. Yeah, man, he was wild and I choked him out. You know what I'm saying? all right. Y'all see y'all later. You know what I mean?
I got me one today, Billy Bob. You know what I'm saying?
Probably like he was cool. Marine dude was cool. Served for our country. They like, we gotta go get him though. Like, and they probably thought about it and was like, yeah, we gotta get the nigga. Like,
I don't want to.
And you know what? I think they using that as an excuse too. I served the country, so basically I can do whatever I want to.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that you mentioned that, because the next question is, and I'm gonna start with you, Trap. Initially, why did their backgrounds were explained differently when you seen them talking about the black guy? It was a lot of negative stuff, his mental health, the fact that he's already been arrested a lot of times, his crimes and all that thing. But when it came to Penny, they didn't even release his name. They initially just said the ex-Marine. Why initially, why were their backgrounds explained differently?
To paint a picture, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is to do. I can point out, you know what I'm saying? It's just they know what they doing, man. They trying to paint a picture, steer it a certain way, uh push a certain, you know what I'm saying, make a certain agenda. I guess it's kind of just they really on some Jay Prince shit. You really wanna they really on some Jay Prince shit. That's what I see. Like they just, you know what I'm saying? But hey, like you know how they do in that media.
Okay. Diz, man, same thing to you. Initially, why were the backgrounds that they explained of each person involved in this tragic event? Why were they explained differently?
Hey, goddamn Trap hit that shit on the head. I was public affairs for goddamn what the last 6 years of my
Oh
military
shit! I thought
career.
I said Dizzle. My bad.
Oh yeah, you said Diz.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
but
apologize. Go
hey,
ahead. I'll come
go to
back. I'll
Dizzle.
come
Go
back
to
to him.
Dizzle. No, go
I,
to Dizzle. Go to Dizzle.
okay, my fault. Dizzle.
You
I'm
rolling up
sorry.
over there?
What's up?
No, I thought
Said,
it was
am
rolling
I
up.
wrong?
Steve.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Sorry, I thought I was thinking ahead here. But why initially? Why were their backgrounds explained differently? Why did one person get their career and the other person get their charges?
Propaganda, to like Trav said, paint a picture to make sure that I hate to get on my soapbox, make sure the black man looks like a monster, and this ex-marine that came in and saved the day from you know what I'm saying, he just saved the whole train from a black man, you know what I'm saying, so that's why. Shit.
All right, Kay, same question to you. I seen you pickaboo in and pickaboo out. What initially? Why were their backgrounds explained differently?
Because they want you to paint a picture of who that person potentially is before you find out what exactly they did. Point blank. Period.
There it is. All right, Steve, man. Initially, why do you think initially their backgrounds were explained differently or in the manner in which they were?
Hey, like I said earlier, I agree with the panel. I was agreeing with Trap in the beginning, but I agree with the whole panel in regards to this. You know what I'm saying? Being public affairs, you're gonna make light of the soldier or the marine or the service member, you know what I'm saying, of their stature. You're gonna highlight, you know what I'm saying, what they did for their country, regardless if it was an airman, seaman, marine, or soldier. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna highlight that just to make them look good. But if you look at it, the media said that he was homeless. He punched a 67-year-old lady in the nose, broke her nose. They just gonna make him look like he was just a savage, like he was just running around just beating motherfuckers. But if you look at it,
Facts.
that motherfucker was he was probably a $150 soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? Like with the Michael Jackson jacket on, with the high
With all them
quarter
zippers.
waters, yeah, with the zippers, and you know what I'm saying, the how what we used to call them floods, but what they call them quarter waters or high
High
water.
waters.
Oh yeah, high water pants. You know what I'm saying? Like he was probably 150 pounds soaking wet. This motherfucker, like if I put it like this, if you look up that Marines picture, I bet you he's probably twice the size of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like physical fitness, like everything that you would think of the actual Captain America fucking soldier, Marine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for
Yeah.
him to do that shit was absurd. And like I really feel that the other people that held the motherfucker down being underweight, you know what I'm saying, that they held him down, that they should be tried the same way. But I'm thinking that the NYPD didn't capture their names in regards to it. They just let them motherfuckers go. They just grabbed the motherfucker that they wanted to question instead of the motherfuckers that actually was in on it. And that's why they only charged him instead of questioning the other motherfuckers to try and now. That's my whole my whole thinking on that standpoint.
Yeah, man. Can you imagine being the other motherfuckers like, yo, stop showing the tape? Like, they
Hey,
came in.
nigga, hey, we got away. Shit.
Yo, y'all got him. Why y'all keep showing that tape of me holding his hands, man? Like, god damn. Yeah, it's got to be pretty nerve wracking to be, you know, in that position because they probably thought that they were doing something right? They didn't put a death move on him. They just, you know,
Hey,
held
that
his hands,
motherfucker.
but
Hey, he had him in the whole MMA show, like the
yeah,
whole chokehold with the leg
legs
wrapped
around
around
him.
him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
First off,
he didn't need
they
no help.
seen what happened with the George Floyd situation. He knew exactly what he was doing. Looking at his face, he thought he was doing a good thing.
Yeah.
Taking another one off the street. I'm sorry. I pay
Hey,
Amen.
attention to facial expressions.
them training tactics kicked in real quick, didn't they? Though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey,
and
you,
you
hey,
know
you
what?
never lose them though. You never lose them. You
You
never
know
lose
what
'em.
I was when I was analyzing it, man. The one thing that I didn't notice was the man who was put in a chokehold. I didn't notice him fighting the guy that would put him in the chokehold. Like I didn't see him trying to punch him, elbow him. I'd seen him squirming around, but I didn't even notice him for him to be as aggressive, as you know, as such a threat. He wasn't even going after the person that put him in a chokehold.
I
He
think
was
what it was
probably
the
That's
on
because the other
target.
two had already held him down, and he came in afterward and put him in the chokehold. I bet you.
and I bet, like, to caveat on what the panel just said, I think that them motherfucking military tactics, they kicked in real quick and he was able to get to that, you know, that pressure point that he needed to real quick so the motherfucker couldn't react. I think that's what it was. Because if you look at him, he was young. He was a motherfucking spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to motherfucking pounce on that motherfucker and get on him. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you know, like being in an older fight, like it ain't gonna be as quick. Like you look at Mayweather now versus when he first started, it's gonna be a whole total different. Same thing with Mike Tyson.
I'm
Mike
glad
Tyson,
you said that. I'm glad you said that because I was just thinking, just like boxers, how they deem their hands lethal, why military personnel can't be deemed lethal after they come out the military.
because we're not supposed to actually do the shit. That's why. We're not
I know
supposed
y'all
to.
not supposed to, or boxers ain't supposed to either, but circumstances happen. But like I said, I think it should be the same for certain military branches, depending on what their job was at that time. Because a lot of people just at a desk somewhere. But
And that's what I
I'm
think this motherfucker
so,
was. I think he was actually at a desk. He wasn't he wasn't infantry. I don't think he was. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like if you're in that position, you're constantly doing the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was refilling planes or you know what I'm saying, or doing my normal job in the military, I don't want to do that shit when I get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like he just wanted to fucking implement that shit because, you know, just to say, oh, I'm a Marine. You know what I'm saying? This is what we learned in basic.
and that's exactly what it looked like too.
Yeah, well, I definitely, we here at the Ace of Spades have debunked the myth of registering your hands. That is not a thing. We went over that. But I would not be surprised to find out if this guy did not come up behind him and put him in a move. I wouldn't be surprised to find out that the guy did not actually square up with him. And that he snuck behind him and put him in that move, which
I think
raises
he waited until he was held down, then he came up behind them and did that. That's what I think.
right. Hopefully, all this will be exposed in the trial. You know what I'm saying? Since now he's finally
Yeah,
charged.
right. Yeah.
Uh, now,
What trial? Shit.
well, I don't, yeah, he's been charged, so I mean, it's a possibility. Um, This is gonna be a long road, probably 2 to 3 years. Steve, man. With that being said, man, why did he choose violence instead of compassion? If you know somebody is off, why not come up to him and say, hey, do you need help? Resources, so on and so forth. Why is that? Why do you think he just chose violence?
Because this is America. I really think because it's America, and that was like, I really think that he, what I'm saying, all jokes aside, I think that, what I'm saying, because the Michael Jackson impersonator was well known on the subway and was getting so much attention. Yeah, he might have had a track record in regards to like criminal activity, in regards to like, punching older women and stuff like that, or whatever, but he was homeless, right? And not to like say that that's okay, but I'm pretty sure this motherfucker knew his background. So he just took this as an opportunity to intervene. You know what I'm saying? And I'll put it like this: if a motherfucker was sticking up the goddamn train, I'll put it like this: that motherfucker wouldn't put a nigga in a chokehold that had a goddamn Draco on that motherfucker. I'm just saying, just call a spade or ace of spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't gonna intervene when it come to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. If you like, I put it like this: like, I mean, every situation is different. Yeah, got it. But if a motherfucker had a gun, it would have been totally different. He wouldn't have tried to put him in a chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a knife. You know what I'm saying? Even a butter knife or whatever. I don't think he would have did that. I think he just took that as the opportunity. Was like, oh yeah, that motherfucker hit my grandma in the nose and broke it. So I'm gonna catch him on the train and I'm gonna motherfucking sneak this nigga. Oh, my bad. I killed him. My fault. You know what I'm saying? And thinking he gonna get away. You know what I'm saying? But no, no, no. It didn't work like that.
Yeah, that'd bet. I hope not to find out that that's the case. That they was related. Oh man,
Oh,
oh man. That's gonna be some trouble right there. Why
It
do you
will be
think?
interesting.
I know. Why do you think violence was chosen instead of compassion in this instance? Okay.
Because in this day and age, that's all everybody knows to do is to be violent towards one another. Instead of trying to find out, maybe that person was having a bad day that day, maybe that person, do have mental health issues, it's just automatically, oh, let's, off this person or let's jump on this person, let's do bodily harm to this person. And then we find out later, you know,
Yeah.
it's just sad.
Most definitely. Dizzle, man, coming to you, man. Why do you think violence was chosen instead of compassion in this situation?
um, shit. That shit. I feel like that's a quicker way to go. Ain't nobody trying to get compassionate with no crazy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's quicker just to be you already on the train. Just go ahead and put your hands on them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like.
Right, man. You trap, man. Oh, you ready for war? Dizzle, trap, man. Why do you think violence was the route, the path taken, and not compassion?
Violence might be all he know. That's what I would probably say as one of mine. So I would say violence might be all he know. Uh, he could or couldn't have been, you know what I'm saying, racist. It could have been, you know what I'm saying, a different agenda. Uh, but yeah, it probably was a person that didn't look like him, so he didn't feel as comfortable as having as much compassion. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well said. Well said. For those that don't know, that was the end of the show. Thank you, Bill, for coming through, and Mr. Dizzle himself for coming through. I really do appreciate it. Also, thank you to all the mothers out there. Hey, Kay, I know you're a mommy out there. Thank you for all the mothers that was out there. Nobody put a one, so I'm assuming there's no mothers in the chat here. But if there is some that listen later on, thank you for everything that you do. And this day is dedicated to you and your excellence. Thank you so much. Steve, man, you got anything for us before we get up out of here?
Hey, everybody, just enjoy your week. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I think I said a couple weeks ago, my last child is graduating high school, so I will probably be out of the loop at the end of May, like the 27th to maybe the 1st of June, something like that. But I'll be here in spirit, whether I'll be on my phone or whatever. But I'll be here. You know what I'm saying? But enjoy it.
All right, man. And Trap, man. Or I'm sorry, K, do you have anything for us before we get up out of here?
Congratulations on getting the last one out. But I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Even though you don't feel appreciated, you are. Enjoy your day. Everybody enjoy your Sunday. And I'll see you next week.
All right. Wait. What next week? What you talking about next week? Oh,
Well,
you talking
week
about
after
coming here?
next or whenever else we come out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was like, wait a
What you
minute,
trying to
man.
say? I can't come back?
No, never that.
I'm out
Never,
the loop now. That's what it is. I ain't
never
a part.
that.
I ain't part of the stream no more. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
never that. You are always welcome here. There's always a spot for you here. And Trap, man, you got anything for us before we get up out of here?
Man, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there, and hope everybody have a good week.
All right. And yes, again, if I haven't said it enough, thank you so much to all the mothers out there, putting in the hours, putting in the work, grinding, you know what I'm saying, kissing boo-boos and putting band-aids and encouraging and pushing and thriving out there. You guys are so needed and so important to the development of the children, man. So Ms. Zaya says she is hello, Ms. Zaya. Thank you so much for everything that you do. And see, I can talk directly to you now. You know what I'm saying? Young lady, thank you for everything that you do. I'm sure you are a marvelous mother who go in there and do her thing every day. And every night. Keep it up and keep doing what you're doing. So without any further ado, usually I have some outro music, but I don't. So we're just gonna end the stream. Until next time, man. Zip it up.
Zip it up and zip it out.
Yeah, there it is. Peace out.
Dang, everybody left?